What up? What up? What up? All right. Can you guys hear me all right? Oh, man. My Lanta. Let's see here. Let's get this all straightened up. I got junk and jazz everywhere. And coffee. All right. Hopefully it's working. Brian White, happy Tuesday, Darkwater. Happy Tuesday, Brian White. Mr. Marco, what up, y'all? Says War Room. Same old, waiting on the long weekend. Absolutely. Good evening, you big, beautiful people. I've been trying to work out, Kelly. I am trying to lose weight, okay? I'm trying. Let's see. Mr. Tristan. What do I got going on here? How in the world am I still number two? You got to text a lot. Um, let's see. Kelly's Mishmash. Brian, I hope all of you are having a wonderful evening. Yep, just got out of track practice right now and getting ready to rock and roll. Got a few knives in today. Well, today and yesterday, I guess. Sheesh. Maybe I'm not recovered yet. Thought I was. Can you guys hear me at all? Oh, let's put it right here. There was something I was going to do. Oh, I better change my chat to live chat. Joe Kasperic, how you doing, my man? Stacy, how you doing? Anchor Crew Unite. Hey there, y'all. Busy but listening. Understood. Definitely understood. In the same way. Yuppers. Hey, what's going on? Help with gadgets. There we go. Let's see. All right. Stacy. Let me put this away here. I got to ignore my messages. Give me a sec. All right. I should be on Do Not Disturb. So, yeah. How was your guys' week? Anything exciting? Did you guys get anything fun in the mail? Um, I got both. I got a whistle that I printed. And when we get a new channel member, this is my clacker. And I'm going to set off some C4 explosive. So we'll set that here. Just kidding. I'm not going to set off any C4. Sorry, YouTube. It was a joke. Probably not a good one. Mm. All right. Yeah. Help with gadgets. I sent a couple packages out last week. Hey, Kathleen Smith. And I know you got, I think, a tray and some pocket clips. So I wanted to talk about this Futura, but we'll get some people in here and we'll get rocking and rolling. Everybody in there, if you wouldn't mind double tapping the screen and giving the video a like. Let's get this rolling. But yeah, I got this. It took an obscenely long time for some reason to get from California to Wyoming. And I got this Monterey Bay Knives Futura designed by Mr. Sanford Owen. And how do I know? Says it right there. But what's cool about this, I mean, not only is that, just dead gorgeous, right? Like that is beautimous. But, you know, I just love his attention to detail. And I love that lower jimping right here and the upper jimping. It is very aggressive jimping up here. It doesn't look like it, but man, this thing holds on to you. Very good access to your liner. Very good lockup, as you can see, and just absolutely smooth. Look at that. This is no oil. This is straight up from the factory. And this is What up, Fridge? ZDP 189 in DLC. And you could see that layer right there. That's awesome. But that's not, I mean, for one, it's just good. It's just a good looking knife, right? Like that, to me, that's gorgeous to me. Well, notice this little thing here where they didn't continue the frame. And why they did that is if you look back here, there's these little snail or these little holes right there, right? So that's your fingernail holes. And these are magnetic scales on the Futura. And it comes with carbon fiber, it comes with micarta, and it comes with titanium scales. And they just snap in and snap out. And I think that is just absolutely awesome. Oh, awesome. Projectiles are sharp. So what do you guys think about that? Like I love this. I love this a lot. Um Already I've had this for one day and this is for sure going to be in my permanent collection and I dare say that it's in my top 10 right off the bat. So my large hand, I just get right to the back here. So uh one of the scales doesn't fit quite right, but that's okay. Uh, I can fix that. So here's the carbon fiber. It looks like carbon fiber G10. Oops, let's move this over here. And my cute whistle. That's if you guys get rowdy tonight. I got to blow the whistle. And then here's the titanium scales. And the titanium on this knife is zirconed, but I think I'm going to take it one step further on zircon and go a little bit finer grain. That way it basically matches all my other zirconing. So anyways, there's the titanium scales. And then let me pull out the micartas. Oh, so this, let's see. Let's keep the titanium one on here for a second. But look at this. I was curious on the pocket clip, but check this out. Oops, I grabbed the wrong piece. The pocket clip is screwed to the magnetic scale. So I'm curious on that. How secure that will be. But, if it's in your pocket, like it should be on a pocket clip, I don't see any issues with that. I mean, you would have to be doing 8 count bodybuilders for 4 days before that thing comes off. So, anyways, so that's what it looks like with that carbon fiber. Let's drop in the micarta. And then there's the micarta scales. So I don't even know what I like better, the micarta or the carbon fiber. So let's check it out. Carbon fiber, micarta. I mean, they both look great, right? That's so awesome. I love that dude. They come out easy though. The dentist would be my only concern. Dentist? I love my saber tooth that you anodized dark water. It's in my permanent collection. Roger that. Thank you. Oh, Brian, I'm so glad to hear it though. I'm glad to hear you do. Do the pocket clip again. Okay, so the pocket clip, anyways, do you guys prefer the carbon fiber or the micarta? I think it looks really good with the black blade. Either one. Actually, I think, yeah, I like them both. But, anyways, the pocket clip, right? So we want to go. This is definitely right hand only, but let's check out the interior. Yeah, there is no provisions here for lefties. Sorry, lefties. But here's the pocket clip. And yeah, it's just going to snap right into place or snap. magnetized into place, and that's how it is. I mean, this thing is slick. So stab the camera. Is this directly toward the camera? And contact. There you go. Add a Q&A sticker, it says. Yeah, let me know what you guys carried today. I have the little console, but I need to change out the USB-A. Oh, on here. Yeah, this is going to be tonight's giveaway prize. We're going to give away a Nintendo Mini Entertainment System. This is a Monterey Bay Knives Futura. There's the MBK logo. And you can just tell this is an MBK design. Like if you compare it with the Mini Old Guard, you can start to see the family lineage. Heck, I bet you even the Sea Otter compares with that. So, AKA me, the knife industry hates us, but that's okay. Um, Anchor Dragoon says 12 months. Boo freaking yeah. 12 months. Congratulations, Dragoon, for the 1 year on the Anchor crew. Be careful to the USB on the back for the winner. Oh, I see what you're saying. Whoever the winner is, be careful with the USB on the back. Words have meaning. Words have meaning. Yeah, let me know what you guys got in this week. This one, I got in three, and this was one of them. But this is the big money item for myself, and man, I really dig this. Really, really dig it. So yeah, I can't wait for the giveaway tonight. Maybe I'll do a short live tonight. We'll see. Whatever you guys want to do. But again, as you can tell, I'm kind of losing my voice. So awesome. Merry Christmas to me. War Room, do you want me to show off your knife? Or no? Or nah? Or nah? Because I can. Yeah, MBK is awesome. I cannot wait for their new knife. Also, like this was one of them I was waiting for, is the Futura. I cannot wait for the Honey Badger. That Honey Badger looks like everything that the Wolverine and Sabretooth are, but even more like obscene. So, anyways, I'm really digging that Honey Badger. I don't have one; they haven't been released, but yeah, awesome. Uh, let's put this more down. There we go. Down. Bang going down. Where's my goodies? Here we are. We're gonna put you under here. Hold you up a little bit. I would blow this whistle, but you guys would hate me, and you would turn the TV off. So when you get a new channel donation, everybody blows whistles or kazoos. I've resisted all that because it hurts my ears. But this wasn't too bad, right? Is that too loud? Let's see. What's up, Ron Crow? How you doing? Everybody double tap the screen and give it a like. Wow, we went down half the viewers right there. That's crazy. Guess it's going to be a really short live tonight. All right, let's do another opening here. War Room, you want me to show your knife off? Oh, he did say yes. I don't know if that was to this, but regardless, I'm going to show your knife off here. So, War Room wanted me to do his Sparrow like mine. And so I just finished that today. And what we did with the Sparrow is I took the basic scales and I machine ground them first. Is that the right terminology? Machine buffed them, and then I Zerhone the scales afterwards. So reminds me of Flight of the Navigator. If any of you guys remember that movie, maybe just us older farts in here. But anyways, yeah, the scales on here remind me of Flight of the Navigator, but now even more so because it's not dark, right? I left the screws and pivot factory because I kind of like that acid wash look on those screws. But it's not my knife; it is Mr. Warris's. So hit the whistle, man. That whistle is so loud. I promise you. Um, that's all I got for 1 year. Dragoon, I'm not feeling great, man. Like I barely have a voice. So, um, what can I do for a 1 year? Sing happy birthday. You know what? Let's show off Garrett's mug he sent me. I got that in. I got some awesome mats. 1 year. What would be something good for 1 year? I could blow the whistle for 1 year, but you guys got to let me know if this is too loud. All right, you got a toot, which that about blew my stinking eardrums. It's called like the something death whistle on Maker World, and it is stupid loud. So, but yes, Dragoon, thank you so much. 1 year with the Anchor Crew, um, and we talked even before then, but I can't I can't thank you enough, and all you guys that have been here, with me this whole time, which is pretty much everybody in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for doing this because whose live was I on the other day? Or somebody text me. Tommy, was that you? Somebody messaged me and said they were oh, it was on Wyvern's live. And as soon as I got on, they were talking about pirate ship and um how much you I didn't know you could look and see how much you spent in a year with shipping alone, right? Like that doesn't anyways, I looked at it, and for the year it was like $3,200 or something like that. And you know, that's quite a bit of money to me. Like, that's almost $300 a month in shipping. Um, which is crazy, right? Like not all of it is from the channel, right? So like me selling knives like this right here, um, that's $5 to $10 each time you ship a knife, right? So clearly that's not all channel, but I look at it in retros, versus what the channel brings in. Um, the channel makes about 68% right now of what I spent in shipping last year alone. So, it is a pretty thankless deal, which is crazy because, I think a lot of people assume in the knife community when you have a channel that, you just get sent all the knives and you get sent all the stuff. And that's really not true. Now it is true for the bigger channels. Some of these guys haven't bought a knife in years, and that's cool, right? Like, but I want to say, like this is hard earned money right here. I War Room. I know this is hard earned money. Gareth sending me stuff from overseas, hard earned money, right? Like you know that's what I like about the knife community. So, um, just if you guys are aspiring to do the channel, I'd say do one, but just know, if you're going to do anything like this, you're going to spend some money out there. That's not something that I knew that would happen, but I do have a giving heart, and I've always been that way. So I could care less. I love getting together with everybody. So yes, Dragoon and you guys that have been here, thank you guys for the monthly support because truly that is even what is keeping me afloat. So I definitely thank you guys for everything that you do and your support. Thank you. Nathan Nedick, hello from Rock Springs. I did put a vouch for you. I don't know. I must have logged in on Facebook last night the moment you posted it because anyways, I gave you a vouch right away. And definitely like Nathan Nedick, I mean, has given two knives to the channel for giveaways, or yeah, one or two. And This was a gift from Nathan Nedick right here. It had my Carta scales when he gave it to me. But I mean, that's awesome. I mean, this is how awesome the knife community is. So, again, Nathan, thank you for this. I mean, this to me was super cool. And anyways, hopefully that vouch thing worked good. Um, I try not to spend all day on Facebook anymore, so or any of it. So, excuse me. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to Nathan on that. What was one of the other knives I got from you, Nathan? I can't even think straight right now. Yeah, the Griptilian is a workhorse for sure. Um, this is for guys with large hands. And then after this, I was like, I do like the shape. That's why I tried the mini grip. And that's when I got that one that says I love you on the blade. Yeah, the Boker. I don't remember who won the Boker, but oh, you know what? No, I don't know who won the Boker. That might have been Fuego might have won the Boker. Somebody did. And anyways, I loved that. That's a cool Boker. I'm just gonna yeah, the Boker Jive. Just a really cool model. Never even heard of it. And then after I look into it, and it's like, oh man, this thing is sweet. Um, Going back over here. Oh yeah, the mini grip. So I had to get a mini one to complement the big boy, and yeah, so kind of got me. In fact, I think yeah, these are the only Benchmades I've got. So or in this last year, I should say. Really cool. Anybody on right now? Is it live? Because sometimes my internet cuts out. But anyways, this is War Rooms, and I took out the really sharp point right here, so probably took about that much off the handle. Blended it in really nice. As you can see, it looks like it's factory. It's kind of the whole point, right? If you're going to do custom mod work, it better look like it belongs there. So took out the big hump, took out the massive flipper on here, and added a really great finger choil. So this is how it works. Pretty zoomed in, but man, this thing absolutely is great. What up, Adventure Man? How you doing? So, anyways, yeah, I'm really stoked how War Room's Sparrow came out. They are just unbelievable knives, and I think with the right mods, it takes them over the top. And the whole point of doing all this, anyways, was to get rid of the really dark finish that came from the factory from Kaiser. And I mean, you just look at it, and it would snail trail. So we can't have that, right? Especially on such a good knife. So, anyways, yeah, the mod is great. So yeah, anyways, it's really cool. And then War Room sent an Eagle Strike here because I haven't got to mess with the concept version. Now I have had and just got one in today, the tenable versions, and this one is substantially heavier. I mean, this is no walk in the park, right? Like this is a big boy knife. I thought for sure from the factory these were linerless, but I guess that would almost be impossible, considering it's a crossbar lock. But anyways, War Room's like, hey, you need to take and put beef springs in here because the factory springs were a little light. So I did it, and I just want to tell you, Hercules would have a hard time disengaging this crossbar lock. This thing, I have to flip my wrist for it to open because the amount of pressure that these beef springs put on this, it is crazy. Like, I mean, seriously, I'm feeling it in my forearms opening this sucker. That's how much uh, stronger those beef springs are. And it doesn't feel like that in the beef because the attachment point is way back here. So, anyways, yeah, it was pretty funny when as soon as I put that in there, I went to mess with the knife. I was like, Oh my gosh, what did I do? So yeah, this thing is ridiculous. Use the Bison springs. I don't know what the Bison is. Is that the Ray Laconico? But I thought that was a frame lock. It was a mere suggestion. It was but a flesh wound. It was but a flesh wound. No, it was a suggestion. You're right. But I had a beef laying here, so did it, and I regret it. This thing is an absolute tank now. So Brian told me to tell you those beef springs are beefy. They are definitely beefy, and good play on words, Brian. So, anyways, thank you, Warren, for sending this. Because when I film that video tomorrow, I'll get that package out to you with your knife, and we'll talk about the Eagle Strike. But I want to get a comparison. Well, let's just do it right now, right? Like, you guys won't care if I unbox or do my unboxing beforehand and then do it for the video as well. You just know that I unboxed this previously. It's a big old blade. Be right back. It was a mere suggestion for the plebe. Hey, do you guys ever use? Let me think of the word. Um, Not plebe. Has I want to see an emoji if you've ever in your life used the word rube. Rube. Rube, I think is how you spell that. Or at least that's how I would spell it. I'm not even sure if I know people, Dragoon. I'm not one of the cool guys. Oh yeah, she is super super bright. Oh, there's the patch I was looking for. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I like the weight of this. Where are you at? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, clearly it's the same knife. I wonder, does this bad boy have extra springs in it? Warren, what I noticed is on one of your springs, one of them was bent. So like it was torqued. So if I just steal one out of this new package, no one will know. Who's gonna know? No one's gonna know. And I'll put it back and see if that's why you lost some torque because the Omega spring was bent. So we could do that, right? Like we can just put it back to factory. Yeah. I mean, because there's no crease in these right here. Man, I might have to go off sooner. I don't know. Like, Callie, you've used the word rube. They're going to know. No one's going to know. They're going to know. Oh. So, yeah, I've never used the word rube, but I say all that because in on the book series I've been listening to, multiple people throughout the book refer to other people as rubes. So I've never used it. I get the gist of what a rube is, but I've just never used that in normal conversations. So again, that's why you read, right? You're expanding your terminology and your knowledge base. But maybe that explains the age of the author too. I don't know. Um, so you guys, have you read any good books lately? Put one down there. Let me know a book that you've been reading. The one that I'm reading right now, actually, I'm reading two of them, and it's the Abolition of Man and The Great Divide by C.S. Lewis. They're both C.S. Lewis, and they're really good. So I should have been reading a long time ago, but you know, how many people have time to just sit down and read? I really don't. So yeah, that thing's a beefcake. You can read? People from Alabama in general. Bumpkin. Hello. Hey, what's up, Neil Mac? Good to see you. Yes, I am reading Emotional Intelligence 2.0 and Husband After God. That's awesome, Dragoon. I feel like I've heard of emotional intelligence. Who is that by, Dragoon? Is that by Emotional Intelligence? Is that by Jocko? Emotional Intelligence. No, or is that by Sarah? One of the gals I know wrote a book. I think it might be called Emotional Intelligence. So is it by a gal named Sarah? Yeah, there's a gal that I know. Well, she wrote something like that, and she served in the Marine Corps, and I got to know her pretty well. Anyways, man, I do like the weight of this aluminum one. Um, I like, man, this is very textured too. Yes, I am. Oh yeah, he said emotional intelligence. Chris and Stephanie Spielman's story. Well, that's definitely not who I know. It's a decent read. Travis Bradbury and Gene Greaves. Emotional intelligence. Gosh, I swear like I've read it. All right. I'll have to message Dragoon the book that I'm talking about. So, Tristan, were you the one who got the blue? No, no, no. You got a black Eagle Strike with the custom ammo. Never mind. So much, so much going on. Do it. I'll read it. Yeah, I swear it was like it's like emotional intelligence. Case 9S says, hi, Case 9S. Read the book, Darkwater. Do it now. Uh, yes, thank you for the book suggestions. I want to. I've basically gone, not basically, I have gone through the whole Reacher series, which is 30 books. Um, Gone through the whole Joe Pickett series. Actually, I have 2 books left, which is 28 or so books. Um, and then all the Terminal List series, finished Cry Havoc, which is, kind of a branch off of the Terminal List series, but not really tied in. And then I want to branch out. I do want to, well, clearly, got to read the Bible, right? Um, my kids punked me the other day for not reading the Bible enough. So I definitely appreciate it, Case 9S, for telling me that. A book about one of my ancestors' fallen founder. Yeah, Neil Mack, I wrote that down. In fact, Fallen Founder, The Life of Aaron Burr, right here. I had that wrote down already to purchase. So that's pretty cool. Mark Carter up north. What's up, Mark Carter? Is this my homie from 10 Sleep, Mark Carter? 1980 up north, north meaning Wyoming. 1980. Yeah, Mark Carter is about a year older than me. It's got to be. How you doing, Mark Carter? If this is him, Mark Carter is a world-renowned snowboarder and a heck of a person. So, anyways, if that's who it is, Mr. Mark Carter, everybody in the chat say hello to Mark because pretty outstanding dude. If so, I'm just some guy from Minnesota. Okay. Well, anyways, maybe it's not Mark Carter from Wyoming, but still say hi to Mark Carter. That would be pretty funny though. Awesome. Well, welcome to the chat. We're just talking about actually we're talking about books. This is a knife channel, but we talk about a lot. And the gaming system is we're going to give that away here tonight. Escapes and locks. I have a YouTube channel. Oh, that's awesome. Like lock picking. Well, you'd have to be if you're saying escapes. So that's pretty cool. That's one of the classes in the Navy I didn't get to do was lock picking, and I could see how that would be, worthwhile. I would love to, but I mean, I think ITS Tactical has some locks that you can um, practice on. I should get some of those just to get into it. Yeah, we're talking about books because a couple of years ago I was at a meeting per se, and the one of the people at the meeting was, one of the people that looks down their nose at other people. But anyways, they asked me when's the last book I read, and they said the Bible didn't count, and I just said probably in high school. But the last book that I had read of my own accord was probably in middle school, and they're like, "Well, you're uneducated then." So I took that personally, and over the last 2.5 years since that conversation, uh, I've read probably 150 books since then. So, trying to expand knowledge and vocabulary, I guess, reading ability. So, bobby pins to paper clips. It's a good, it's a good heavy hobby. So, yeah. What was I gonna do here? I do want to swap these back, but like Warren EDC was saying, is it took him 3 hours to swap the Omegas out of here. I don't know. I like the Speed Square myself. So, anyways, yeah, we talk about different knives. I do some knife modifications for folks, and this one was for one of the guys in the chat, and did a did a whole bunch of this knife actually, really. But this is finished, and I'm going to send it to him tomorrow. It's pretty sweet. This one started off as dark as this one, and then I buffed it out and honed it and did some cutting on it. Now it's something else. So, all right, let me see here because this is going to bother me. Which side do I want to start off with? Always pocket clip. This is a T10. And I got a T10 preloaded. Knives and books are heavy hobbies. I see you show up on my survival looks under YouTube, and I'm happy with the algorithm. That's awesome. Yeah, that I don't know how the algorithm works, to be honest, but every once in a while YouTube decides to start sharing my channel, and we'll get 150 plus people in here, and uh, I don't know. Like, it is what it is. Like right now, we're at 18, which is not normal. But again, I never know what's normal for YouTube, so we just roll with the flow here. It definitely is a great place. We got a great community. The people that you see in this chat room that talk is actually pretty quiet right now. There must be a giveaway going on another channel. That's generally, it gets really quiet when there's everybody trying to win something. So, um, yeah, there we go. I'll take this out. Omega Spring. Mick Ranger, what's up, brother? Super low tonight. I think Chris has a giveaway. Oh, yeah, makes sense. I wonder if my channel would even be successful if I didn't do giveaways. That's one thing. It's not cheap to do this. I'm already in bed. Stacy, let me know when you get those pocket or you got pocket clips, what you think of them. Like I've been carrying the heck out of my fixies with those fixed blade. Actually, Mark Carter, do you carry any knives typically? And if you do, what do you carry? Just out of curiosity. If only I had a parts tray that I could hold parts on, it would be something else. We'll put the new ones over here. There we go. Let's not screw this up. Dragoon is a moderate blue, like live chats and Lock Sporting. It's cool to see Happy spread around. It would. Giveaways don't make the channel. It's been a long week for most already. Uncle Henry, okay. I think like, we talk about it on this channel here and there, but like in a survival situation, truly the best knife that you could have. I mean, is one that you have on you, right? But if you had your choice and had the ability, I would definitely be using a fixed blade in those instances. And let's just take it apart. I don't care. Put the blade here. And this is what's tricky about this knife. And I know Warren was talking. Warren, are you on here still? Mick Ranger just installed your fixed blade clip on the little buddy. Did you use the factory hardware help with gadgets, or did you um, rob some hardware somewhere else? Because two of my little buddies, the hardware works. One of them it doesn't. So um, I need to get some extra hardware for the other one. Come on, stubborn screw. Use a magnet. Come on. There we go. Dirty mouth. Brush your teeth. All right. So with this one, there's no access to this. It's blind screws on the pocket clip. And on this one, it happens to be hidden over here. So you got to basically lift the scale and you can't take it out because you got the crossbar lock in the way here. So you just basically pull that scale out of the way. And that looks like a T6 screw. So just robbed it off another clip. Yeah, I do that all the time. Help with gadgets. What up, Roger Baker? Good to see you. All right, so try to do this through the screen. Yeah, that's the right size. My Gerber Tactical, I believe, is folding in. It's not cool that sucker folds constantly. Yeah, that's an issue. If your folder folds on you while you're using it, yeah, that's a good way to cut something off, and I would not be cool with that. That would be a hard road to go. All right, so we got our scales off, and we're basically just going to go in opposite. Actually, first off, we got to take off this Omega spring, and we're going to pop it and pull it up. There we are. We got the new ones. And the thing about Omega Springs is they're directional. And this one is pointing to the inside. So that's going to go on here to index. And the other one's going to go on the opposite side. So we're going to pull this down. It is easier than I'm doing. I'm just looking through the camera. Poppycock. Oh, Martha. Oh, Martha. All right. Just pop it on through. Hurry up. You'll be dead in a minute. And Chris wants it a little firmer. Oh man, that sucker is tight. No wonder they bent. Yeah, that's tight on the medium setting. So let's try it here. And again, you want make sure your bars are pointing toward the slate or the scale here. So it can be indexed into one of those holes. All right, so we're in, and I just use my fingernails. There might be a better way to do this, but this is how I do it. So, but that doesn't make it right, right? There it is. And we're in. I just feel like if I go anymore, I don't know, crossbars can test one's patient. Yeah, that's for dang sure. Should I try it on the heavier setting for Mr. Walrus? He might have fallen asleep on me. Mary, what's a flesh wound? Mary a flesh wound. I've yet to take a crossbar lock. They're not that bad. I mean, they can be a pain. So the whole idea is you don't want to put an actual hard bend because then you lose your spring tension, right? So make sure that's, yep, even on both sides. Yeah, definitely a lot of tension on those. Hmm, a lot of tension. Nope, wipe just got off. All right, so full tension on there, brand new springs, and we're just going to do it in reverse. So I'm going to drop that interior one in. We're going to put the scale on and launch the screw all over the place. There's shenanigans going on upstairs right now. I'll be into the chat here in a second, guys. Sorry about that. All right, into the hole or not. What was the hardest part about this war room? I know this probably wasn't that exciting trying to get this back in there because I had an issue with it the first time I did it. So we're just gonna do it this way. Perfect. I'm just gonna set that pocket clip on here right now. Now, the one thing that I don't like about these pinned titanium clips is sometimes you can't get that pin out. And if you want to do custom ano, that really does not help you at all in that aspect because you can't get it off. So, all right, so we're in. I'm going to give it a little torque since it looks good back there. Awesome. Locked. And we are going to start here. And this one is opposite than how I usually go with crossbar locks. Like I generally like to have the pin coming in from this side, but how big of a pain it is with the where is that little? There it is. Bearings in there. All right, we're good here. Oh, man. Let's see here. Coister. Oh, Coister's in here. What's up, Darkwater family? I'm absolutely loving that mini Griffin. It is so comfy and fun to flick. Such a nice knife. Oh yeah, the mini Griffin is great. And so, what happened after this uh, last week's giveaway? One of you people decided it was going to be cool to um, buy a few knives and send them to random members in here, random subscribers or members. And um, anyways, Cloister was the recipient of one of those, and he ended up getting the Ozark Trail, which I think he's been after, and Katuo Mini Griffin. So it ended up being a really, awesome score for him. And again, we go back to the generosity of the community, right? Like, where else do you see that? I just feel like you don't see it anywhere. So did you see that? Like, I could not get this in, but that's because the scale where it was indexed down here wouldn't allow me to get through the hole. So now it's through the hole. I'm going to retighten this pocket clip, make sure we're good there. Yep. Check. Easy day. Now we're in the money. So I have one bearing in. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. I'm going to set my blade in. That's good enough right here. Doesn't need to go in all the way. And I'm going to slide my bearings just right under the scale. Use my tiny pry bar. Thank you, Big Idea Design. There. Bearings in the slot. Knives together. And now all I got to do to index this, you don't want to pull it out, pull your crossbar back and then push your pivot through. So your pivot should be flush. We're good on this side. Crossbars in. And then now all you got to do really is put your other scale on. And I'm just going to get them started. Reverse thread, pop, reverse thread, pop. And then same with this one. You get the T10 over here. Reverse thread, pop. Here we go. Okay. And we're good. Successful spring swap. Now the moment of truth. Oh gosh. That might be a little tight. Oh, you know what? I might have actually tightened that down way too much. Man, that has a lot of pressure on there, but not a lot of pressure. It's kind of weird. We have the best knife community on YouTube for real. Um, we do that in logs. I hear you, sir. That's a good, happy community. Love works better. Good job, guys and gals. Make me look like a rookie. No, that's not the intent of this. So let's see. Is it centered? A lot of bounce on the bottom, but yeah, that's perfectly centered. And yeah, that's a great one. So definitely needs broke in. You see that bounce off the. Does anybody else get a lot of bounce with crossbar locks? You know, it clearly depends on when you release the crossbar, but yeah, she's definitely a lot tighter war room than when I got this. Definitely a lot more pressure, but just needs to be broke in, I think. Hey, Coister, I've had that happen to me twice. I was floored that someone would do such a kind gesture. I never deserve anything. You know, I think people do deserve nice things, guys. And that's just the thing is if you pay it forward, whether you make someone smile that day. And also, you know, last week I asked you guys, did you guys make someone smile this week? Let me know. Send me an emoji if you made someone smile this week. Like not someone that you know, but someone out of the way, just like bam, made them smile. I worked on it and I was successful. So one of my track students was having a bad day and made him smile. So, anyways, we do have amazing people here, and just you know, people deserve to be blessed and to be happy. So, and if you have the means to do it, then yeah, uh, it's like everybody up here, up north, got real sick in my hometown, and yeah, I just feel like I'm losing my voice again. So yeah, War Room, this is perfect now. Definitely. Summer better. Yep, absolutely. That's awesome, Coister. That's awesome, Mick. So yeah, that's great. Yeah, this one's definitely a lot lighter on the crossbar pressure. Found some lady's phone. She was for sure smiling. That's awesome. I made my wife smile this week. That's always a good thing. Yeah, how's your wife doing? It's Angela, right? Um, hope she's doing well. And hey, I got to finish assembling your knife first. So there's extra parts here. What in the wild blue yonder is going on there? That's another cool thing about these parts trays. Like if you have parts in your tray after the knife is being done assembled, You probably got some. You probably didn't assemble it right. Now let's try this again. Perfect. Um, I carry a Fisker's axe because where I live, there has been a mountain lion roaming around. Yeah, I'd be carrying me a 10 mil with a mountain lion. Those danger kitties are no joke. I need to drink some more coffee here. I'm gonna have to go get a water now. What up, TJ? How you doing? Hence 3 hours later. Yeah. Um, yeah, Angela has some issues with her new kidney. They're going to put her back on the transplant list. It's been rough on her, but overall, she's doing pretty good. Well, she definitely is in my thoughts and prayers, Roger. And, again, we just pray that God's will be done. And, that, I want to be selfish. I want to have a full recovery for her and for your family. Um, I just can't imagine, right? So, anyways, TJ, how you doing, Titanium Justin? If you haven't subscribed to, well, in fact, and if you have a YouTube channel, please drop your link so people that are new in here could check you out. I would definitely appreciate you posting your channels on here, and let's get your name out there. Let's get some new subscribers. What up, Loki? Found over $200 laying next to a cash register yesterday, and I turned it in. Hopes they came back for it. That's awesome, Loki. Full recovery for your wife. I subbed up right away. Well, thank you, Mark. And when I get off the live here, I will sub to yours too. I just can't do it during the live because it'll it'll shut the live off. I've did that before. Ask me how I know. So maybe I should assemble this beef, but the beef really ticked me off the other day because I cannot get these two screws out, and they're on the verge of stripping. So it's like I had to perform some dark water magic to get that sucker in there. It was not cool. Not cool, yo. What up, the goose? The goose. Back is blown out right now. Have to get to bed soon for the doctors in the morning. Loki, did you send that package? You're like, yo, don't pressure me, dog. Don't pressure me, dog. If you send that package, send me the receipt so I can reimburse you for sending me that. That would be most excellent. All right. What am I missing here? You know what? I have these things called parts trays again. Blade, laser, blazer. Let's just do this. Let God sort them out. Here we go. Rick's Knives. YouTube channels are for suckers. Ha! Hey, Rick, some people, I found your sticker pack that you gave me, Rick, and I sent them out to YouTube channels. I think Help with Gadgets um, was one of the recipients, but there's quite a few others too. So just let you know, I did get those given out. I just could not find where I had stuck them. Imagine that, right? So, well, what in the world are these Omega Springs? Oh, this might be the ones from, yeah, War Room. Are you there? So this one has a slight kink in it. These were the ones that came off of your Eagle Strike. So I think there was decreased crossbar function there because of that. So, anyways, just letting you know that's why that one had a really bad um, action on there. Ooh, I got a new watch strap in today. Ain't she pretty? Thank you for the prayers, everyone. Darkwater, I'm having some issue with Brian's, the 2 body screws on the show side won't come out. I'm about to send it to Flytanium and let them deal with it. Yeah, this one won't come out either. So there's a way to do it, and I'll show you, but it's not that exciting. Um, I was about ready to just break this sucker in half. There you go. Let's lose some screws real quick. Let me move this up, and all right. I screenshot titanium so I can check it out. Awesome. Uh, heck yeah, says Rick's Knives. Okay, bedtime, y'all. Have a great night and have a good week. Goodness. Mick Ranger also screenshots Remember directly instead of goofing up. Wheezy, Roger Baker, it will work out. I have had 2 kidney transplants now 20 years apart, and everything is good right now. Praise the Lord. All right, let me get this up and open. Well, this shouldn't be such a pain in the butt to do, though. So I'm not sure why. Let's try this one. Yeah, these ones, I mean, they just want to round out right away. Yep. This is ridiculous. I don't even know. Oh, you know what? When I did the blade swap on that live that night, I didn't pull any of this apart, did I? I just hot swapped that blade, pulled the pivot, slid the blade out, put the new one in. I was like, did I hurt those suckers on there? No, I did not. I bet you those bad boys are Loctited in. That's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. So, all right. So what I had to do for the G10, I'm going to kind of pry it open here, which is totally not the way to do it. But if they're stripped out or they're Loctited in and you can't get them off, then you got to think outside the box. And well, here's my outside the box. So, all right. So I'm going to push this open without cutting myself with the other knives on the table. Here we go. Put some meat in there. There we are. All right. So I got a little bit of a gap. And Kelly, if yours is doing the same thing, then I venture to say this is how you're going to have to do it. I'm going to need a little bit more in there, so I wonder if I can do this. I just need an extra hand. Lord, can I have an extra? Just kidding. I don't need an extra hand. That would be weird. All right, so we're going to go back out a little bit, push it up, slide it through. So the other thing I have to do here is the Omega spring. Now this is where it gets a little difficult. And remember, you got to get the right Omega spring in. So it's got to be this one because you want this hook to go over the liner or into the liner, I should say. All right. How did I do that the other day? I'm going to do it over here because this is really hard to do it on the camera. I'm just going to, there we go. And are we connected? No, that's backwards. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's backwards. Let go, Martha. Martha, let go. Just kidding. What a goofball. All right. I think I got her in there. Oh, yeah. Hello, Kansas City. All right. Any of you guys watch football? Foosball? There we go. Yeah, this is not the easiest way to do it, but, you know. Okay, so I'm locked in. I got the Omega spring in, and I'm going to put we're going to push it up. Still need this in, though. Just decided. Immediately, just decided. Come on, dog. You like the strap? I do like it. I do, too. I'm not sure I want to go through the Flytaniums QC. It's been a nightmare for most here lately. Darkwater, are you saying War Room is kinky? Yo. Cheap screws. I wonder if it's aluminum. Yeah, the screw is so soft. I'm telling you, probably some of the softest screws I've felt. So we want this Omega in and down. Oh, miss me with that. A little bit more. Little bit more. Here we go. Almost there. But you see what I'm trying to do, right? Oh, can you see this? So I just got to lift it a little bit more to get this Omega in and underneath. So I'm going to have to get real fancy with this. Or not real fancy, I guess. Do I have another pry bar? I do. Right here. All right, so we're going to push forward. Oh, come on. Forward and down if I can. Just need an extra digit. Okay, no one ever said this was easy. Or did I? Did I say it was easy? Just gotta be on the tip here. Come on, go down. Yeah, and these springs are beefy. Thank you, Brian, for that. You're absolutely right. Okay, so now the spring is down. Perfect. I don't care where it's at, but it's in there. And all you got to do, I say, is get it back up to this point right here. So, should have a little screwdriver somewhere. Let's pull this out. Okay, so we got the Omega there. Where would you be at? Just a little bit further back. Okay, let me grab a little flathead. Oh, Lord, they are buried. All right, that one should work. See, I got T8 screws to upgrade the hardware and was able to replace all but 2 body screws. I want them actually out of there. I'm a Raiders fan. It's a hard life. I'm not a Raiders fan, but, I understand Coister from where you live. That makes sense. And it probably makes sense where I live. This would be my team. It's a freaking PETA. This looks like a game of operation. All right, so it pretty much is. I could see the Omega right there. So I'm just going to get under it. Hopefully. And I'm going to slide it up to here. If I can do that. Oh, well, it went the opposite way. It went completely out. All right, so I guess this isn't bad, right? It's out right here. I can hold my Omega, and I'm just going to set it right in this crack. Have I said the word crack multiple times tonight? I feel like I've said that like 10 times. Oh, no, we want to go up here. Hey! Success. Perfect. All right, so that's in. That's the hard thing. If it's not coming apart, this is not how you want to do crossbar locks, but this is what we're left with. So we got to play the game or the hand that we're dealt, right? So all right, so we got crossbar lock in. We're gonna slide this scale right here into the access. Oh, this side of it. And excuse me. We're gonna slide this through. Come on. You can do it. Or not. This is not hard to do crossbar locks, but this is making it look like they're impossible. Just that little more. There we go. There we go. Now it's slid forward, right? That's what we want. So now I can lift this up and index. Same way with this side. So we're on the pin. We're on the pins here. These aren't great, but we will figure that out in a minute. So I'm going to put the other Omega on there because I want maximum pressure on the crossbar. So I'm going to pull this through and locked. And we're going to push that through here into the position. Great. Cool. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. And so look at your pivot. This one is a D-shaped pivot all the way through. If you can see the flat there. And then there's a flat index on this side. So I'll always start on the opposite. Okay. This is normally how I do the crossbars. All right, so I got it in. I'm going to toss a bearing in real quick. Well, I guess there's no, um, what do you want to call that? Where's my, I don't know if you guys can even see this, so I apologize. All right, there we go. So that's on. Now with the S90 Dirty V blade, we're going to go in. I guess the blade has the index. So the blade has a, I'm going to pull this back, give me some pressure relief here. There we go. I heard it get in. Okay, so those are close. Now the pivot's not all the way through. And if you've ever messed with crossbar locks, this is one of the biggest things I can tell you. If your pivot's not going in, just take a little pressure off your crossbar lock like this and push, and it goes right through. Easy day. So now we're flush here, or as flush as it should be with this particular set of scales. We're good there. I got pressure on my blade, and our pivots through. Both bearings are in. And then these, as soon as I shut this should go back into place. So let's try it. Should. And I'm calling myself a liar at this point because oh, there we go. I heard it go. Bam. So now it's in place. Now we're going to put this filthy screw back on there. Cool. I'm going to lock my pivot down. Was it a T10 or a T8? Definitely a T8. Good. And then this big chunky screw. So Kelly, this definitely is a T6, which is, if you're going to call a knife a beef, you better put T8 minimum on there, if not T10s. Like with this big of a knife, I'd want T10s just for the namesake alone, right? Like, let's call it like it is. Let's get the right size screws in here. All right, so we got this guy, and that is a crazy T6 in. And am I missing a screw? Probably when I bumped that tray earlier. Okay. Here's one pocket clip. Yeah, right here. Okay, so two of these are the same length. Which one did I just put in? Two, so those are my pocket clip screws. So that means this one's got to be, well, let me pull this back out because I don't know. Okay, those two are the same size, so it's irrelevant. Could be easy. I think you said this is why I don't pull my knives apart. Sorry, guys. I recall saying that crossbars can test your patience. Oh man, what time did you start? My first NFL game was Raiders Broncos in Oakland. That's awesome. I always try to third hand, trying to take apart knife with a crossbar. Be easier with an RTB tray. Got the RTB tray right here. Maybe it wasn't visible, but I do have one here. And yeah, the problem is this. I don't think crossbars are hard. This one was hard because, like Kelly said, these two, actually these three are straight up welded in there. I'm not even going to say Loctited. They're so tight, they got to be welded. That's how bad these are. So I had to get creative to get it apart to try out War Room suggestion. Now that the creativity is done and we got some other springs in there, now we're just gonna put it back together and we're gonna leave it as is. I would like to put different scales on here, having an S90V blade, but if I can't get them off, there is 0 point me keeping this knife. And that's my God honest truth on this. Like I want to push this knife, but if you can't take it apart, and one of the things that it's promoting is user friendly, there was nothing user friendly about that at all. So, anyways, what are your guys' thoughts, or am I just complaining? All right, so crazily got the beef back together with the most. Ooh, I should probably tighten my pivot. Backwards way of putting a knife together. That is not how I would suggest doing it. Way off to one side, which normally wouldn't be an issue, but since I can't loosen this side to actually do that, what in the world do you do? How do you straighten that out? I don't know. The world may never know. Loose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. You can just see these things right here, like it just jumps out of it. I mean, there is nothing on the reverse. It's almost like a safety screw. That's how bad these are. No pressure. I went on a sharpening spree today. I'll buy the S90 blade off of you. There was a video made on disassembly and customization of Manix 2 that no one will see because I rage quit. I wanted to stop making videos. I've never taken apart the Manix, although I do have one, and I was looking at scales today. But if it's going to be that bad, I don't know. That's funny, Rick. They definitely want to strip out, and it's only on the show side. Same. It is total BS. So I can get these out, but I'm not going to be happy about it. We'll just put it that way. I mean, I can try. Like I can try it with something else, but it's somebody sent me this pocket clip, and I, for the life of me, don't know, can't remember who sent this to me. So if any of you guys know, oh, you know what? This came with Gareth's cup. So I wonder if this came from Gareth. Let me put that over here. Yeah, I'll have to drill the screw out. And you should watch mine on disassembly and cleaning the Ozark Trail orange one. No, I couldn't get my orange one apart. Help with gadgets, so I'm gonna leave it as is as a $10 knife, and it would be fine on its own. The Mannix isn't bad. It was a user error. Interesting. I wonder if you put them in the ultrasonic cleaner, if it would break away. I'm sure it would. I just didn't feel like I should have to do that with this son of a gun, but yeah, it's like there's no, like it was intended to be a safety screw. That's how bad it is. Let me try the little short. Probably shouldn't have put the pocket clip on, but let's see. No, it just wants to. It just wants to strip. Actually, let's take this stupid thing off. Come on. The only problem with putting those magnetic bits that deep is you can't get them out. There we go. I'm going to take this clip off for a second. If I only had a brain. All right. There it is. Got to have it on camera if I cut myself, right? Ground fog, is that you? Nope. Hey. Negatory. What a joke. Kind of makes you want a river dance, doesn't it? Larger bit driver and heat. No, I've tried the heat already. I had the heat gun on it extensively, and no bueno. Hmm. It'll come out. Maybe I'll go put it in the heat gun in the other room and see. But just crazy. No, I mean you just get basically heat on the G10, and it's going to go in and act. Well, it'll act like an insulator, but I'm basically having to heat it, and it's going to have to just travel through. So it has to have consistent heat for a very long time. I'm going to loosen this though a little bit. I kind of cranked her down. Oh, yeah, take it easy, man. So, got to run, everyone. Hey, Rick, good to see you. So, this is an interesting shaped knife, isn't it? And if they do have T8, Kelly, were you saying that you got T8 hardware for this to replace? I use a soldering iron with a small tip. Bill Jacks, did you win? What knife did you win from the channel here? Somebody won the uh, Boker Jive. I just couldn't remember who won the Boker Jive. I buy the T6s and T8s by the 10 pack. Darkwater, yes, I did. Okay. Oh, you won the Trivisa. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to look back at my notes and see who won the Boker Jive. Or was it Tomcat? I don't know. Give me a second. Put it in the dryer and tumble dry it. Ooh, could you imagine? I can't. St. Kelly T6 T8. Mr. Mouse, I don't know if I've had you on here, but I like your um, little avatar there. It looks awesome. Why do we say little? I like your avatar. It's not a little avatar, but physically it is. All right, there we go. Well, at least it's back together and it's not just in pieces, but it um, you know, still kind of ornery if you know what I'm saying. So, huh, definitely. Awesome. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? For one, I'm excited that Denver's playing this weekend. Um, and it's hard for me because I really like Josh Allen because he's a Wyoming boy, and so it's hard to root against him. But it is what it is, right? I'm not a huge football fan anymore after all the junk over the last decade, but it's kind of fun to see your team doing okay. Hey, Brown Sugar, how you doing? My T10s have held up well, knock on wood. but T6s I replace frequently and T8s occasionally. One of the few times I'm gonna go for Denver. Yeah, yeah. If Denver doesn't make it in the playoffs and we have an AFC West team, I cheer for them, even if it's Raiders or the Chiefs or the Chargers. I want to. I wish them all success. I think it's crazy that Chargers have never done anything in the playoffs. Um, just crazy to me. So, gonna have my Broncos RTB tray front and center. I know I need to print another one off for this weekend. I thought I had two, but I only printed one for some reason. So, 7:25. All right, in 20 minutes, if one of the mods would post a giveaway, we're gonna do the giveaway early tonight, and I want to be able to go and I got to take a shower and get some stuff ready for tomorrow. So, anyways, yeah, I'll probably be done here in the next 30 minutes or so. But just giving you guys a heads up. Yeah, we'll be giving away this gaming console right here. And, good luck to everybody. Yeah, I use a soldering iron too. And I feel like I can't get this sucker hot enough to do anything with that Loctite. Come on, Flotanium. What knife are you working on, Darkwater? It looks like a Benchmade. This one is a Flytanium Beef. And then I replaced Omega Springs and the Eagle Strike here. Flytanium. All right. Yeah, Rodney, I sent you a picture today, but this one here, what's cool about this Futura is, yeah, it just has a little fingernail slot back here, and you can swap those scales out that fast. So, you want carbon fiber, cool. You want the titanium one in there, cool. You just drop it in. Because they're magnetic, it indexes itself right away. So, pretty sweet, pretty cool, groovy idea on how they did that. I had the Pyrotech Kraken or whatever it's called now. I think the Tsunami, but they have magnetic scales, but it's definitely different than this. So, but yeah, that's super cool how it indexes. And same way with the pocket clip side. Pull the pocket clip off. Your pocket clip's indexed to the scale insert, and you want to go for your titanium knife. There you go. You got full titanium. Heck, I guess you don't even have to wear a pocket clip. It could just be like an old timer floating around on the bottom. But I want the pocket clip, so do that. Pull it off. Put your other scale on. Check. Pull that side off. Put your other scale on. Check, and you're swapped. So I'd say that's pretty dang cool. And not to mention, this is a very, very attractive knife. Dare I say, gentleman's knife. Maybe kind of like a tuxedo going on here. What knife is that and what scales? This knife is called the Monterey Bay Knives Futura. And the scales, it comes with three different scales. It comes with uh, carbon fiber, zircon, titanium, and it also has micarta. And I think I might have put those away already, the micarta ones, but yeah, I put those away. So there it is. It's got a rear flipper. Now it is one that you want to do a flick and go, because if you flick and stay, you can see right there, bam, pinch the fat. Got my skin right in there. But I'm never one that flicks and leaves my finger there. I always strike it. So, but yeah, you could see if that comes around, when the man comes around. And it comes around here and just gets you good, really good. It's not good, but that's okay. You learn real quick, right? Flip it or strike it and get your finger out of the way. And it's really good at front flipping. Chargers won the wild card spot in 2008, but my Steelers beat them and went on to win their sixth Super Bowl. What up, Jim Cox? Front flip it. I just did. Or is that not the front flip you're talking about? This is how I front flip. I can't really do any other way. The water is running. It's dark water. What's up, Bubba Ganoush? So, yeah, I'm looking at picking up another pew this week. I really want to get another 2011. I'm pretty pumped about it. Just not sure which one yet. My mom's a Steelers fan. Last night's game was rough. Yeah, I was when I turned the game off, or had to actually I didn't turn the game off. I got doing something else, but it was like 6-7, and then I turned it on. Or my brother said, "Man, they got whooped." I'm like, "Couldn't have been that bad." It wasn't that much, like 15 minutes left in the game, and yeah, sure enough, 30-7. It was 30-6 or whatever it was. That's nuts. Yeah, pews are fun for sure. What up, Matt Marr? Good to see you. So yeah, I really like how easy it is to I just say hot swap these scales, right? I mean, that's ridiculous. Bam! Like Emerald Lagasse. Bam! Turn it up a notch. Amazing. Simply amazing. I'd like a 2011. I have a 1911 9mm, but want a 2011. Yep, I have a 2011 already, but I want another one in 9mm. Oh yeah, baby. If I win, DS, KFS, Matt Marr, I owe him, and he doesn't even know it. That's awesome. That is super cool. Who else is live right now, guys? Any word on Texas? I'm going to keep asking until you find out. I don't have a word on Texas. I'm actually haven't heard nothing from. This weekend I was supposed to be with Fair Monster, and then they kind of short shafted me. So I won't be at Shot Show with Fair Monster. Shame on you, Fair Monster. Tell me one thing and then do another. That's nuts. But great knives. But anyways, no word on Texas yet, and I'm trying to pin down somebody right now for Blade Show Atlanta. So um, who knows? Might be Kaiser. What up, SC Knife Monkey? There are other lives. Yeah. Anyways, I really I can't promote this one enough. I really dig this, but it's probably not everybody's flavor. But I do love having that top and bottom jimping, the high tech scales, and just the rugged good looks. DLC ZDP 189 and deadly action on it. Thank you, Mr. Mouse. I was about to say, I don't know why. Gabe Harlan, they were praying against the refs too. Only reason it was playing. They didn't mess up the calls, and Houston would have won with the defense holding them from scoring. Tell Kaiser. No, Kaiser's doing. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying, Rodney. For sure. I will have that conversation if so. Um, so that would be awesome. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, I better put this down because if you can't tell, I really do enjoy this. War Room, these will be in the mail tomorrow. They're gonna be killer. I think you're gonna love this. I know you're gonna love this. And just know I did the mods with love. Beef, you've disappointed me, but I do like the blade. I got a beef with you, beef, and it's not good, yo. Show side. Oh man. Oh man, Peter. Oh man. All right, there we go. We're just gonna use the shaft. Have you picked a number range yet, Darkwater? I haven't, because I want to go at like in 10 minutes, Kelly. I want to start the numbers game. If you're cool with that. Or we could do it early. I don't care. What do you guys want to do? You want me to go in 10 minutes and just do it and stay on, or do you want me to just whatever? I don't care. Whatever you guys want to do. You guys got really good odds. You got like 1 in 25 odds. That's very nice. Kelly is playing Stacy tonight. Oh yeah. And she's poking me just as hard. So she's like, I need the number now. Now. That looks good. Maybe I should give away this beef. Your show, you didn't do it when you want. Your show, you do it when you want. Oh, it's your show. You do it when you want. Yes. Yes, sir. Sorry that took me a second to decipher that. I got it. I know what you're trying. I smell what you're stepping in. Yes, sir. I agree. But I'm also here for you guys. Like it is. Oh, while we're here, I wanted to weigh these. Hmm. Oh, sound like the village people from Minecraft. Oh. Oh. All right, we need you on a flat surface, flat-ish. You know what? We're just gonna move you out of the way. On or not. Let it zero out here or whatever it's doing. It is unsure it wants to work. Okay, so let's cal pass. Good. All right. We don't care about grams right now. We want ounces. We're gonna tear. All right. So the concept Eagle Strike. Five. Hey, hey. Oh, it's tearing still. No, get off a tear. Or you know what? Just do what you want, I guess. Well, if it's going to tear at that, the total knife weight is basically 5.3 ounces. I mean, that's not extremely lightweight for a titanium knife and Atari. So, okay, there we go. Finally, 5.27 ounces. Cool. The tenable version is basically an ounce lighter, but you can definitely feel it in hand. Um, and clearly just a tiny bit more grip. But again, I have issues with some aluminum handles, so it just feels too soft. Oh, you're too soft, though. Right, too, good fellow. Straight away. Oh, we didn't even unbox this one. Okay, so that's War Rooms. Is there anything else you guys want to? I like the clip on that tenable. Oh yeah, titanium clip for sure. Is there anything you guys want weighed before I put that sucker away? I'm kind of curious how big this grip is. 4, almost 5 ounces. We'll just say 5 ounces. And then my mini grip isn't the lightest, 3.6 ounces. The Tenable Heron is a banger. Um, the Heron. The Heron Fire. And this is what Rodney's talking about. This is another one I got in, the Tenable Heron or Heron. And this is a Johan Jordan design out of South Africa. And very cool. Yep, I actually really like this color combo. Ha! Ha ha! So, anyways, yeah, well, let's see the weight of the Heron. 3.6 ounces. Perfect. Can you guys even see that? Kind of. Not a good angle. Yeah, looks really cool. Looking at where the blade ends. Is that a stonewash blade? It's Damascus. And I'm trying to remember what, well, I know what their old Damascus was. I better find out the composition of the new one. So we'll see. So, anyways, yeah, a couple of good new arrivals this week. Can't wait to do videos on them. Don't judge me when you see my unboxing videos, but say, hey, pretty sure he unboxed those already. So 741. Oh, I turned that off. Very nicely made. It is. It's a very, again, I have an affiliate with Tenable and with Concept. And if you use my code, you save 10%. Wish it was like 20. But yeah, if you buy any of the Tenable or Concept knives, use my code to save you money. And I believe anything over 50 bucks is free shipping. So, you know, this coming down to like 70, 65, $70 for a Damascus aluminum scaled knife, that's pretty legit. And they changed their pocket clip up. If you notice this, it's like well, it's got to be steel. I don't think they're doing, it's definitely steel. On this one is definitely titanium and aluminum. But really good price. I like Tenable's knives. So projectiles are sharp. I hope you have a wonderful night. Yeah, I definitely appreciate if you guys use my code. I mean, there's a million other creators out there, and they definitely get the love and recognition. And they say I don't sell enough, which is crazy. Um, it's crazy talk to me. So, anyways, thought I was your boy, Blue. Thought I was your boy. Heading off to bed. Have a great night. Love you all. Have a good one, Tristan. You should have your package soon, really soon. So, all right, I better choose a number here. Number numero uno, dos. Okay, we're gonna use this last pink note here. Cool. Whoa, and burps. Yeah, I think I need to go to bed. My excuse me for one, that was rude, but it came out involuntarily. So, um, all right, let's do. We got 27 people in here. 29. If y'all could double tap the screen and give this a like, I'd appreciate it. Um, let's do the number range 400 to 500. And I'm trying to think of a number here. Don't start yet. Let me get my pink note out first. What do you mean? Since you're going to go play baseball, Gabe? Like, are you a baseball player? Oh, my number definitely looks like it's something else. So I will make it clear. Oh, that is wrong. Let's do it this way and fold it this way. And we have a number. So yeah, it's 7:45. Well, it's quarter till here, so I'm not sure. Everybody's across the U.S. So yeah, Kelly, you're more than welcome to start it. Remember, 18 years or older, one guess only. Closest number to it without going over, and 18 or older must be a channel subscriber. You don't got to be a channel member. Um, you must love the Denver Broncos. Totally kidding. And U.S. residents cannot afford to send these overseas, unfortunately. Oh, this is not a knife. This does not need to be 18 years or older. So, yeah, good call, Kelly. So, knock it out of the park. Cool. Love seeing the guesses on here. Yeah. So, let me talk about this Tenable Cryo. It's a huge knife, right? Like, I never wanted to buy it because it just was so big. Well, then after getting the one that they sent me, the orange and black one, or the orange carbon fiber, I was like, dude, actually, this fits really good. Even though it is a massive blade, not something normally I would carry, but this thing is super smooth, super. 400 to 500, Gabe Harlan. What up, Mister Hornbostel? Good to see you. So, anyways, this is my custom carbon copper cryo. Kind of has a ring to it, right? Carbon copper cryo. Looks really good. I actually really like this one. I've got to get to feeding my dog. My guest DSKFS brown sugar. Roger that, Cloister. 455 for War Room, says Ground Fog. Just stopped by to like the video. I'm going to bed. Well, William, good to see you, and thank you for stopping by. This one's also a very fun. It's super loud when it opens, like alarming loud. I don't how that's designed with that little bearing in there. I mean, it just snaps into place. I want to get some scales for it, and maybe I'll just get AWTs and do the Sasquatch green. Squatch. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and M4 rocks for sure. Yeah, I bought the Mint Manix and I bought the Mint Para 3, but this is the only one that has plastic scales still, or whatever they call it, Grivery. Oh, yeah. Holy cow. Boy, I forgot to say, everyone that has seen this hoodie thinks it's incredible, as well as the snake. That's awesome, Matt. Yeah, I really do like those owls. Those owls, each of those was about a 4-hour print, and it's super cool. I think I really like it. I'm gonna have to print one for me now. What's up, Dwayne Letterman? I don't know if I got to say hi earlier, but how you doing this evening? I would get the OG scales with the original goat scales, the skiff bearing mod for that Mannix. Otherwise, I would go with Rips Garage. I didn't know Rips made them for the lightweight, so I don't have any RGT scales, so I should probably change that. I'm going to put you on mute for 1 second. There we go. Mint Mannix, the minty Mannix. Oh wow, owls and wolves are my favorite animals of all time. I have tats of both. That's awesome. The only tats that I have are prison tats. Good luck, everybody. All right. Mark Carter, did you get a guess in? Oh, I want to get one of the. Are the mini MSIs out? Ow. Totally just sliced my hand on that. Mac Mate says, hey. Hey, Mac Mate. Or Mac Matey. Mac Matey. Okay, cool. I've never been in prison. The only thing I know about prison is Creed's song "My Own Prison." That was a bad joke. All right, Kelly says, "Stop! Give me the dang number before we run out of numbers." Before I do it, let's clack one off. Boom! Just kidding. I don't know. I thought this would be kind of cool. This is going to War Room. Printed off a little clacker. Thank you. Doing a giveaway? Yes, we are. We just finished with the giveaway. See those red hearts? That means stop. So, Mac Matey, you just missed the giveaway. We're going to be giving away this little retro gaming system. And so, before I open this, should we let Mac Matey guess a number? Mac Matey, are you subscribed to my channel? If you subscribe to the channel and guess a number between 400 and 500, I'll allow it. I should have. I printed off an actual, like almost authentic looking um, firing device. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to tell my son to bring this down. Corn dog, bring a hand grenade. Corn dog, bring some hand grenades. I just subbed, then guess between 400 and 500, Mac Matey. Also, thank you for the sub. We do this is knife talk, but we do a lot of other talk. So sorry, just waiting 1 second here for my son. And Mac Matey. Take a guess. All right, we have 433 is the guess for MacMatey, and the number for the giveaway is 404. Now, this might be very interesting because I don't remember seeing anything even remotely that low. So either we're going to have to run it again. Do you want to grab that one off next to my bed? I know that's kind of a pain in the butt for you, but yeah. These are some of the things I 3D printed this week. Someone had 400. Who? Gabe Harlan said 400. Gabe Harlan is the winner. Gabe, you have won the gaming system right there. So look at this firing device right here. Here's the Junior McChicken version, the little fidget version versus a full-size version. So yeah, congratulations, Gabe Harlan. Gabe Harlan, I'm sorry. Dwayne Letterman had 404. I didn't even see. I started. Hey, if let's see here. Oh yeah, Dwayne Letterman had 404 right off the bat. I'm sorry, Gabe. I didn't mean to tell you won and you didn't. Um, Dwayne Letterman, congratulations. You have won a mini game entertainment system. I'm sure you love playing retro video games. So, War Room, what do you think of this firing device? And I am pretty sure I have um, Dwayne Letterman's address already. Pretty cool how this all. Congrats, Dwayne Letterman, Claymore. Yep. So, anyways, yeah, this was a really cool print. They definitely use a lot of material, but it is what it is, right? Like you're going to. So I was paying attention. Dwayne, I've sent you something before, right? I believe I have. And then one of the other cool ones that I had saw on the print profiles was an actual what are these M49 or the M49 mortars, and I just thought that was a pretty cool print. So pretty neat. Something to print. I actually wanted these down here. Kind of being part of the props for the channel. What does that do? This is nothing. I mean, if it was a real one, this would be a high explosive fragmentation device. But it is not. This is 3D printed plastic and basically a one-to-one replica of this mortar. So my kids have sure they've been throwing these things at each other and um, really cool. So it doesn't do anything other than look good, I guess. Basically, is the thing. So let me write Dwayne Letterman on here. I'm gonna put old DL on here. Okay, so congratulations on your new gaming system. Let me know how it works. Um, Kind of excited to see. I'm making a mess here. So we don't have a handle for this.
I'm looking for it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So
I know where one of the.
this is what War Room wanted. He wanted me to print off a pineapple one. I'm not sure where the paddle is on it right now, but I'll print another one off then. Those are fun. All the old Nintendo games built in. Yeah, for sure. Is it hollow? I noticed a keyhole at the top. Oh yeah, you guys definitely. I should probably glue this together. No, it is. Well, I mean, actually, it is hollow, but not as hollow as you would think. It's okay. I just wanted the black one. But anyways, here's the pineapple grenade. I thought was really cool. Prints out really well. And then the other one that I really like is the Army's current version of the grenade, and I kind of did it in War Room colors because he likes black and gold. Go Army, right? Nah, go Navy. But anyways, what's cool about the Army's current grenades is you can choose, they're selectable. You can choose them to be concussion or fragmentation, which is pretty dope. If you don't want to, annihilate somebody, but you want to make their ears bleed or concuss them, you can make that choice. I like it how the pin indexes, hold your paddle back, pull it, and there you go. So I think that's pretty sick. Pretty cool device. These are just for fun, but it's really cool that you can 3D print something so accurate, and just impressed, to be honest. And the guy that came up with these, or did these, the 3D modeling for these, man, incredible. So nicely done, War Room Colors. Good job. Also, 10 times the price of a normal grenade. I don't know what these cost me to print, like $1.85 or something. So yeah, really cool. It was really neat how this one printed out with the filament, the support filaments. Um, I don't know. I do have a picture of it, but I can't show you guys. But anyways, just the way it came out was super cool. And then they use basically pen springs for in here. This one's really neat because it screws off and you can change the springs out. But anyways, War Room, whatever one you wanted. Since you have a clacker, where's the Claymore? So funny thing about the Claymore, my son saw me print this, and he made his own Claymore out of cardboard and duct tape. And I mean, it's legitimately like, you know, it's near 1-to-1 replica. Like, I cannot believe he had that skill or has that skill. Um, I should have brought it down here, but it might have got destroyed. The kids playing with it. I mean, they've legitimately been throwing these grenades at each other and having war and stuff since Christmas or since I started printing all this stuff. So, um, anyways, yeah. So there is a Claymore, but we were gonna print a block of C4 as well. But that's just like a brown block, right? So we'll figure something out. I have some World War II pineapples that my grandfather brought back home from the war. They are deactivated, of course, but they are cool. Yeah, they're awesome. Um, I could see how guys were throwing their shoulders out with them. That's why that baseball grenade was so popular, but didn't have the effect of the pineapple grenade. But you can see how the current grenade size 1-to-1 is definitely a lot better for throwing. So yeah, these are super neat. Oh, thanks, Mark. Definitely appreciate that. Dying to have some knife stands printed up. Yeah, I saw someone today had printed some knife stands. Jim Cox actually has some design and he wants me to print off. I will definitely print those off. Now that you say that, I kind of forgot about that. Sorry, Jim. You could shoot me a text and help keep me on course here. But yeah, I got to print some off and send them to Jim. So, anyways, we have some, and it's going to look really cool once we get those done, and we'll see. Darkwater, what's up, bro? What up, Pocket Privilege? Good to see you. This is my first live for you. That's awesome. I thought you commented on my stuff though. I don't know, but I remember and I know the name. Evening Pocket Privilege. I didn't do nightstands. Do we need one? No, I thought you. I don't know. I was trying to read the files. I thought I read knife stand, but I could be completely mistaken. You have a lot of new files in there. Um, by the way, those pocket clips, I have a bunch printed out, and man, they have really, really came out perfect. I am super happy with the way that these all just, I mean, smooth, super strong. I mean, yeah. So any of you guys are interested, let me know. I will send some out or send them out, whatever. So they were 5 for $20, and I promise you, these things are absolutely amazing. So, um, Jim Cox, what you did the challenge coin? That's what it was. Challenge coin display stands. Jim Cox, what color of pocket clips would you like? I want to actually, I should probably just send you a giant bag like this. So if you want to sell some too, whatever you want to do, Jim Cox, I'm cool with that. So, what up, KGI? My uncle won a Medal of Honor with one grenade in World War II. He took out a bunch of enemies. He would always show me his medals. That is awesome. Well, you know me, I don't have anything like that. That's funny. I saying these all turned out perfect, and then I had one that had a defect in it. I check them all as they come off the printer, and they've really smoothed out on both sides. The infill is perfect on them, and then the one that I pull out of the bag right away has a DLAM right here. But that's because when it prints with this side to the bed, and this is a complete overhang here. But generally, I don't have any issues with any of this stuff. So you know what happens to this? They go to the trash because this will not go to somebody. Would I use it? Yes, because my pocket, the clip itself is perfect. This will pinch in with a screw, but I want you guys to, I want people to get perfect. You know, here's that overhang. It's perfect. If it's even adjusting here. If you send me a gross of them, I'll start an Etsy store. Otherwise, color will work. Yeah, but don't you have a favorite color? But of course, your favorite color has to be lava gray, matcha green, or blue jeans blue. Tree magnet fishing. That sounds awesome. Sup, my uncle served in Afghanistan. Um, that that's awesome. Tree magnet fishing. What branch? Also, cool name. And magnet fishing is seems pretty awesome. So much appreciation for your uncles. Well, my grandpa didn't get any medals. He was on the German side. Yeah, I know that KGI. Love seeing the medals and hearing their stories. Yep. Right. I want tan. All right. I got to get I don't know if they make tan carbon fiber filament. So I will look. But I want to get you some coming anyways. Malcolm Holt, hey, I got my knife. Thank you. Malcolm Holt, what knife did you get? Oh, Tree Magnet said Army. Well, Hua, and thank him for his service for me. I've served in Afghanistan and all around that area. So I know what it was like for sure. Yeah, thanks, Roger Baker. They were two good guys. How do you use the clip? All right, good question. Thank you for asking. Um, the whole premise, Mac Matey. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Mac Matey. I don't want to be ruining your name there or butchering it. I guess. Is I like to carry knives in my front pocket or a fixed blade because I don't like them hanging off the belt. So, all right. So here we go. Front. I don't know if this is. There we go. Let's put it down a little bit. Move the chair. Okay. So front pocket. These are just 511 pants. We'll index it, get it over. And the 511s have a little bit lower pocket. Normally, jeans, your pocket's going to be about this height. But the whole idea with these is that it's in your front pocket. When you sit down, your knife isn't hitting anything, and it's easy deployment, and just comfortable for everyday carry for a fixed blade. So yeah, that works out great. and you see it stays on there extremely well, and then easy to take out when you need it to. So put some supports in there that you can pop out after printing. Jim Cox, did I send you the picture of the supports after I put those in there? I mean, it legitimately would use more support than it would material for it. So I can't remember if I sent you that photo or not, but it was ridiculous. Uh, Sorry about that. On the amount of supports it would use for that. I love your logo, Dark Water, and thank you for your service. Well, thank you. I am very keen with my logo. It has some very interesting elements in it, and that it has a meaning behind it. So much love and respect for all who have served and served. Not enough can ever be said for the bravery. You know, I don't know. For us, we all the generations are different, but we had to make that point this weekend. Was we're in the armed services, and when we're called, we call we could ultimately write that blank check with our life to the government or to the country, not to the government. Let's say to the country. I don't mean to say government. Write that blank check to the country because we're proud to serve, right? I'm not here for the college benefits, although that's initially one of the reasons I joined. It was a benefit, right? But it's I haven't been in this long to because whatever. I'm in it because I care about it, and it's been a wild ride. I enjoy leading and teaching new sailors and marines. So clips seem like they would work perfect for a tag along. Oh yeah, they would work definitely with a tag along. Matt, he showed off some of his guitars and his shorts. If you want a better look, oh yeah, that's true. There are other styles of supports. My uncle took me to a ton of war zones. That's crazy. That would be kind of cool though if if it was clearly not a war zone anymore. I always talk to the old timer vets in my local supermarket. Love talking to them. Absolutely. Anytime I see a vet hat, I go and talk to them, and just something I do. Like I'm not shy, so we'll take a look. PP new to the Darkwater party. What? We'll take a look new to the Darkwater party. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry. Definitely thank you for what you've done. My dad served in Nam. So I keen to saying it, sir. Lots to me. Yep. Love hearing their stories, although sometimes it is very difficult sometimes. Absolutely. Um, Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that. What slicer program are you using, Darkwater? I'm using the Bamboo Lab slicer. Just the one that was with the printer itself. Oh, they were from the Civil. Okay, those. I was like, yeah. I don't know if I'd be taking my family over to Afghanistan to check out the war zone. Pocket privilege. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let me look at the comment again now. Um, what was I gonna say? Bamboo Lab slicer. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I know. I do know there's other ones. I think Orca maybe would be one or something. But anyways, still learning. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to fully learn the 3D printing thing, but these are kind of mindless. I mean, you find a pattern, you get the right material or color you want, and you make sure your machine's set up, and you hit print, right? So it takes minds like Jim Cox to help me bring some of these designs to life. So yes, you can. Um, I'll look at it more. I just know when I added support, it came out like ridiculously crazy. I like the silver one in the middle. Jonathan Jackson, how you doing? Which silver one? The this one right here, Jonathan. I would look into it or change the model. I think the Orca slicer is kind of open source, but I think Bamboo's 3D printers you have to use their slicer. No, you can use other slicers for it. Bamboo's is just optimized to Bamboo stuff, so that does make it, better, I think. Next up. Okay, so this one is a modified Kaiser Sparrow designed by Blackbird Blades. Uh, and Mr. Vin, when he designed this knife, designed it to be moddable, or so people would mod it, and I did. Made it nice and bright and shiny, and took out the hump here, and took out the big flipper out here, and made a nice finger choil on here, so you could really choke up on the blade. So if you got bigger hands, this works out really well. So gives it a lot more flexibility as far as the knife goes, and yeah, it looks like it's OEM that way. Much easier now than it was a few years ago, where you still had to build your printer and get everything tuned in. Yeah, I wanted to buy a printer for the last 10 years, and I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And finally, my kids this year were like, Dad, we're buying a 3D printer. Here's, I mean, they gave me $400 to buy a 3D printer, and I chipped in some to get one that would be, actually, they told me which one, and basically said I needed to chip in some money. So, kids are awesome, and my kids do are like me. They do a lot of research, and they wanted to get something that was going to be worthwhile. So, yeah, I think they were tree supports. This one isn't that big of a knife. I mean, it is a big knife normally, but I don't know. It carries small. It's super lightweight, relatively speaking, for being a titanium knife. They did Kaiser did really good with hollowing it out and making it light, but yeah, we got a Bamboo Labs P1S is what we got, and it's awesome. I mean, yeah, I mean we printed all this stuff with it, so so um so what kind of file does a 3D printer print from? Is it a certain design app, or can it print from AutoCAD? Yeah, it's a STL file, right, Jim? There's like three or four different files that you can actually. There's probably more than that you can print from, but it's got to be able to be sliced in like Bamboo Slicer or Orca Slicer for it to be able to print. I like pocket knives. I'm carrying $100 case double X. Do you have a camo knife? Well, yeah, most 3D CAD programs can export STLs most likely. Don and Chris, how you doing? Camo knives. Well, I guess define camo, like hunting camo, military camo, camo carbon. I have all of it. So yeah, I do have camo knives. I'm just trying to think of closest one that I have. Um, this one is not camo, but it sure as heck looks like it with that green burlap. So crazy camo. What is your guys' favorite camo? I like that one, says Mr. Jackson there. Yeah, this one is a very underrated knife. And if you guys get a chance and want to check out a really, really phenomenal fixed blade, uh, go to Asher Knives website. They have these little buddies, I think for 85 bucks or something right now. And this is a fixed blade S90V knife. Like, why would you not have one of these? Like, I would put this up against anything. It's that good of a little fixie. I mean, it is a perfect daily carry sized fixie. So, and for the price that these are for S90V, I mean, it's a no brainer, right? And help out Asher because they're just a killer knife. So, gotcha. Thank you. Just curious, haven't used one yet. New King's Camo Blur and Leak from Kershaw look okay. I like King's Camo, their sagebrush pattern. I forget what it's called. I like the black and white gray camo. So, like Cryptek, little buddy in the pocket now. Yeah, I was gonna say, Help with Gadgets had his little buddy out. I love carrying the little buddy. I mean, this is one heck of a knife. I didn't realize I had a little buddy in 3V. So I'm gonna probably send that one in and get it DLC'd. I think it's gonna be awesome. How long of a blade? Well, it's on their website. I don't know off the top of my head, but let's do a good old fashioned measurement. Cutting surface is 3 and a 16th. Blade, we're gonna call it right here. 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter inch and a 3 and a 16th cutting surface. Unless you want to roll it around the edge like you're measuring antlers. And then you're gonna have 3 and a quarter cutting edge. So what Spyderco is that? That is the Mint Mannix, Dewey. Wyvern, did I say hi, Wyvern? Good to see you, Wyvern. Man, sorry guys, I my voice will be shot tomorrow, so yeah, I love the mint color too. I also bought a pair of three in this mint. This is the Blade HQ special color, which, not huge fond of Blade HQ, but that's where you get the M4s, right? So picked up the mint pair of three and decided to put some titanium scales on it. And then I like the mint color. It's not the easiest to match, but anodized the titanium to more of a tealy turquoise, but still kind of gives the same vibe. Your mint M4. So, anyways, who makes the little buddy Kaiser? No, Asher Knives, KGI. Little buddy is sold out. It wasn't sold out an hour ago, unless we've been talking about it too much here. Yeah, it wasn't sold out an hour ago for sure. The scales on this pair of three are the Barclay CNC, and these are Draco's armor. That anodized Spidey is one of my favorite of yours. Yeah, I really like this one too. um, Super smooth. It won't let me put it in my cart. Well, there's three different options. I think there was three different options. Why is he unfortunately not this year? I'll be in Atlanta. Yeah, Wyvern, I'll probably be Atlanta. I'd like to go to Texas, but I don't know how that's gonna work right now with the stuff that I have to do. So, oh Asher, do you have the latest one with the blue carbon fiber? I don't. I gotta sell some knives first. So yeah, I love the Barclay. I think 3V might be available. Oh, if you can get a 3V little buddy, you better do it. I mean, I almost would rather have 3V and the little buddy than the S90, but they're both just ridiculously good steels. Like it's hard to compare, but having that 3V tough tool steel is hard to beat. But S90 clearly is no slouch. In fact, it's heroic in that type of steel range. So yeah, I do want to buy that Asher, but um, I'll probably get the drop point. So the drop point, gosh, top liner, whatever that one's called. No, we can keep that out. War Room, I'm going to put yours away so it doesn't get scratched. Shouldn't scratch anyways, but leave these out. And again, shameless plug if anybody's interested in anything, uh, selling a few knives from the mint down. Not that that's going to show very well on the screen, or maybe it will. Mm-mm-mm. Those are all for sale. Excuse me. Man, yeah, I really need some water. I live 6 hours from Blade Show West and SHOT Show and can't afford neither. I'd rather spend my money on new stuff instead. Understand that. You want above the mint. I can't sell any of those yet. I haven't even got videos on any of those. Well, actually, I videoed the MBK today. So, anyways, yeah, this is what I got for sale. And if I sell some of those, I definitely will pick up that Asher, whatever it's called. I can't even remember the name of that knife. But yeah, that drop point top liner lock. Barclay needs to make some more stuff. I really want some scales from them. Mick, he does have a few other projects in the works, not just Spyderco, just so you know. If you guys will remember, he came on the channel here. Gosh, I don't even remember when that was, but yeah, he's got some stuff in the works. So the bottom knife here, Malcolm, is the Urban EDC Castellan. It was designed in conjunction with John Demko of Demko Knives. And I would say this is brand new. It is brand new, but it had a gigantic flipper on there that just seemed out of place. And so out of place that your hand would come off the back. So now with that flipper out of the way, I can actually get my hand on there and choke it up. So I did modify it, but this thing is a little beast now. Yeah. The only one that's available is the titanium drop point. Asher A-Lock. There we go. They need to actually have a name for that knife. It's that good of a knife. Not liking the Thai version very much. Sorry, green with the Tan Kydex 120. So they do have a fixed blade available right now. So, anyways, yeah, the Urban EDC Castellan, Urban EDC F5.5, Berg Blades Slim and Lightning Strike Carbon Fiber, and then the KB. Oh gosh, what was this one called? Vertigo, designed by Carey. So, yeah, that's what I have on the for sale list right now. Malcolm, did you buy the F5 from me? And it just sold out. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't remember who won those scales. It might have been Master Sergeant. So that was really neat. Okay, so you have the Zirconium F5. Okay. Yeah, that thing is sweet. I was just talking about that the other day. Someone was asking me if I still had that. And I was like, no, I had to sell it because I needed some cash. So um it's a good one. That polished Zerk and the polished what do you want to call it? The polished DLC blade there. Yeah, that zirconium is something else. I did pick up this week another F5, and that's why I'm selling this one. I picked up the 80s camo DLC F5. I couldn't decide between that and the purple flow. And yeah, so, anyways, I should be getting those in tomorrow. That doesn't help us out today, right? But yeah, that's crazy that those Ashers sold out tonight. So that's good. I really like Asher, and shameless plug for them. I don't make any money from them. I don't have a code with them. He doesn't even do codes, but good dude and supports the community big time. So I know Mick. I If I was rolling in cash, Mick, I would just send you the slim. I just am not. But yeah, you would love this knife. This thing is an absolute beast. What number? Oh, Berg blades. Yeah, I can't remember what exclusive this was, but there was only a handful of these made. Not like 100, it was like 10 of the Lightning Strike carbon fiber. So really cool. Big old, well, it's not big, it's like a medium cleaver, but what a beast. And it's gone. That's crazy. No way. I wouldn't let you send me that anyway, but I know you would. Oh, I certainly would. Um, I heard maybe it was Rodney that said, but heard that the new Kaiser sheepdog is pretty legit. Um, I wouldn't mind getting that one too. It's a little bit smaller than the regular size, but bigger than the mini. So that's intriguing to me. Yeah, the Slim is a very cool beast. So I love the Malcolm. I love the F5s. I mean, I think this is, and I know I'm going to get flame for this. I think this is the best looking knife in the industry. Not necessarily the jade. Like I like this color combo, but I just love the look and the design style of Jesper Voxnays. Um, it's just this is just cool. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about his design language that it's he's speaking my language. Do you speak my language? I never handled an F5.5, but I've been told they are outstanding. Yeah, yeah, Wyvern, you should buy this one. um, like I said, I have two coming in tomorrow. I have a purple flow and an '80s camo, so I need to move one. Can't have too many of the same thing. I say that, and I have four pair of threes. So no, these are sweet. And I mean that not trying to sell this. F5s are just something else. Like it is a different, it's just great for daily carry, very utility style blade. And it's thick. Like this is an absolute beast of a blade that gets down to razor thin. I think that's what I like about the F5. Yeah, the new Sheepdog and LMAX is great, says Rodney. I do need to get a Sage 6. KGI is going to preach that until I pick one up or die. I know that for sure. The one thing I wish it had was a better AA. AA. Um, access to the lock. Oh, looking at it straight on, yeah, it's barely recessed in there. This one would be easy to open up. That I guess I've never had an issue with these. Um, Now I'll say like one knife that I had, where it was semi-flush like this, horrible access to was the Vosteed Valhund, and I straight away milled out that titanium for it. This one, I guess I'm just so used to carrying this that I don't even notice it. I mean, it's dang near flush. Like you could see the liner there, but I mean, it's not like you have a whole bunch of liners sticking out. So Yeah, I would not modify his though, Mick. His is that polished zirconium scales. I would leave it as is. Um, because I've never modded zirconium, so I don't even know what the process or if you can. You know, it's like guys grinding on magnesium scales. Probably a bad idea. Probably. So, all right. You can modify it and make it better. I thought of milling out, but not sure about Zerk. Yeah, I don't know Malcolm on there. Uh, would I be willing to try it? Yes, but I just don't want to screw it up or not be able to refinish it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't scared to modify any of that titanium or some of these other because I know I can finish it dang near to factory. But actually, I don't like modifying aluminum. That's why I try to stay away from aluminum scales that I would even consider wanting to modify because I'm just not completely sold on aluminum. And here I am, and I have aluminum scales out here. What's going on, Red Line? How you doing? What PM2s do you have? What steels? I have an M4 PM2. And no, you can't have it. Guess I could just set that there. Yeah, I just have one PM2. So, can you anno aluminum? I can't, but yes, it's clearly possible. But I didn't want to have any of the dyes and crap associated with anodizing aluminum. What I like about titanium is its voltage and a medium, right? So I have done Thai G10 aluminum, but Zerk not sure about. Same, Malcolm. I've got a S110V. I'm looking for an S90. Yep. I modded the access on my QSP Grebe with the glow resin scales. That was tough. Yeah, I've never messed with that glow resin either. But the Grebe needed it and it was driving me nuts. I was trying to remember what my Grebe was like. I didn't know it was. I thought mine was a button lock. I don't remember. Yes, I have three M4s. I said I had two, but I forgot about. But it's a pretty good lineup of M4s in my opinion. But I may be slightly partial. What up, Tomcat? Where you been? Tomcat out prowling around. Just kidding. He's not. It's a Tomcat joke. Yeah. I had one, and I just think my button on mine was horrible, which was, I that out of all the QSPs I've had, I thought the Grebe was the best looking knife of them all. Have a great day and night, everyone. Off to more YouTube. Have fun and stay safe. Mark Carter, thank you so much for hanging out and checking out the community. And for sure, we'll give you a sub after I get off here. So definitely appreciate you. Is the sound off? No. He back. I like that Tanto PM2. Love y'all. Jen Blaze says the Grebe is really nice, but it needs a redesign big time. 99. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good night. And I should probably go too. I need to get help get the kids in bed and do my duties as a dad. Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, Jim Cox, how thick is one ladder of the clips? One later of the clips? I was frozen. All right. Well, sorry about that, guys. I I don't know. How thick is one of the clips? Jim, I'll send you some. Well, I can just do a rough measurement right now. Wait, how thick is one layer of the clips? I'm not even sure. Oh, one layer. I don't know, Jim. Uh, I need to look at the software because what I started doing to make them even stronger is your crossover layers. Like I was going 20, I went from 15% overlap to 25% overlap, and it seemed to make all the difference in the world. So, true thickness of the layers, I don't know. Um, Again, the filament is 2.0. I don't even know. 2 millimeter is the filament, but that's not how thick the layers are by any means. What's up, Garrett? How you doing? I'll be in your neck of the woods on Saturday for that gigantic indoor track meet. So, yeah, that's awesome. I'll probably get another Grebe, but I'm using a 0.4 millimeter nozzle with carbon fiber. What up, Grizzle Bear? So, anyways, guys, I got to get. Hope y'all are doing well. I got to make sure Dwayne Letterman gets his gaming system here. And nice giant mouse. Pocket privilege, which one? The only one that giant mouse. The Urban EDC F5.5 looks like a giant mouse. It's a definitely a Jesper Vox design. Got to get to work early in the morning. Going to head out for tonight. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bless you all. And if you guys need anything from me, don't hesitate to reach out on Insta. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. All right. You guys take care. And again, if you didn't make someone smile this week, make sure you put it on your list for this week at the front of your mind. And let's turn that neighborly thing around and start being civil and caring to people. So, anyways, take care of you all. And I hope you have a wonderful night. Love you. And be safe out there, okay? Take care. Later.